Okay, I'm going to continue on here with the next section. This is going to be the bridge scene. I'm going to do 3 truss bridges and maybe a little girder bridge at the end down there. But we're going to have a, finally going to do my bridge here that I've been wanting to do. I have no bridges on my layout. But it's going to extend a little farther past here. So I'm using three truss bridges. Like I said, they're Central Valley truss bridges. I'm going to just put them up here in a minute so you get an idea. But that, and then I think a girder bridge after that. Just a small, maybe 50-foot girder bridge. Okay, here's the top superstructure, I guess, the girder part of the bridges. These bridges, you build the bottom and the top, and then the top pops on, so you can pull it on and off to clean the track. But I'm going to have a 3-deck span here, 3-bridge span, and then right at the end here, I'm going to just put a little girder bridge maybe over here, over there. My 2 tables come apart there, so I need to end it there. I'm going to have a little bit there. Of course, this will be water down here. All this area will be water. And when I pour this, I'll pour the leftover onto my scene over here. There's going to be some little bit of water right over here, right down along here on my forest scene. And of course, now I'm thinking I'm going to put a tunnel right there. So I'm working on that. Can't decide yes or no, but I'm leaning more toward yes. Tell me what you think. Anyway, so now we're going to have our bridges added to the scene here. Yeah, I can't believe I don't have a bridge on this layout yet, but this is going to be the first one I put in. And these are Central Valley truss bridges. And the reason why I'm using these and not any of the Walthers bridges, because I had these already before Walthers came out with their kits. And I must say, the Walthers kits are not as detailed, but they're a lot easier to put together. And what they don't have in detail, you can easily add. So if, I would probably use the Walthers kits if I had it to do all over with. I already had one built already. This one down here, I had built already and was on another layout. As you can see, it needs to be repaired. My cables broke there. But you get a lot of extra parts with these. And then I had one that I had started building. It was half built. And then I had one that was somebody had given me. Because they had one and they wanted to use the Walthers bridges. They didn't want to spend the time putting these together. Because they are a little... it's not a good bridge for a beginner, so. But I mean, even I had issues putting these together. But I had already, like I said, I already built one, so these two were a little bit easier to do. But so that's what it's basically going to look like. Of course, here's the lower portions of the bridge, the actual girders that the tracks sit on. And right now I have 2 of them put together here in one big length of track. I'm going to try to put all 3 of them together and make one big bridge that I can pick up off the layout if I ever decide to move the layout. But these are the first 2 bottom girders. And of course, I started with a 3-foot piece of track and then took the ties out and started it, because the end of the track there is where the 2 tables come together, where I need to put a little piece in case I take the tables apart. They're 8-foot tables. And then of course here's what the top looks like. I still have to put in guardrails in the center, but I've sort of painted it and weathered it a little bit for now. But there's the first 2. And this is the third one at the workbench that I'm actually repairing this one. This is off the old bridge I already had. I took the old tie pieces off and put new ones on, so everything matches. I painted everything, and these are very nice bridge kits, but they're not easy to put together because you got to cut and splice. It's almost like you're almost like scratch building. So, but they make an excellent bridge. Just have to be patient, I guess. I'm using code 83 rail. And of course, the rail pops right inside these tie things here. And then it's neat because you take a punch or something and you push the spikes over, plastic spikes, and it holds the rail in place. I secure it with crazy glue once I get it the way I want it, so that helps. But you know, on the Walther's bridges, you just buy a piece of Walther's track that fits already made, fits right on there. But of course, this you got to make everything with these. And on the back side of this, these are the three I'm thinking about using. This here is a Central Valley one. This is a 72-foot through girder bridge. I think that might get me too close to the edge there. That might be too big to use. That one. All right, that's that one. Definitely a nice bridge. And then I have these two micro engineering bridges. Here's a piece of track. These two micro engineering bridges. I got this through girder, which won't put me so close to the edge there. This guy, which I'm leaning toward this guy here, and of course I have a regular 50-foot regular girder bridge that I would put there like that. And those are both micro engineering bridges. One of those three is going to go there, and that'll make for a pretty good sized bridge, I think. Nice. The SD80 Max are going to look sweet coming over that. Okay, I've cut everything back, took the styrofoam off, and the bridge is going to extend to there. There it is. Right there. And I have my lower parts of the bridges on. I've cut my abutments a bit. So, we're coming along here. I don't have the last piece in down here because I have to cut. That has to be cut back a little bit. Made my marks there. I got to cut that piece back. Let me go up and cut that on the chop box. There we have it. This way, let's see what we got. Yeah, let me get my torpedo level off of there. There it is. What do you think? Look at that. Nice bridge. I'm surprised I did pretty good. I cut everything one time and everything is leveled up, these abutments. Very good here. It's looking good. It's all looking good. Also, you guys are probably wondering why I'm using double track abutments here for a single track. It's supposed to show that at one time there were two tracks. This was a double track main at one time. And when Penn Central, or when Pennsylvania and New York Central, this is an old New York Central line, when they merged, they decided to single track this main, because it's a freight main, with passing sidings. So they took the second set of bridges up, but they left the abutments. So that's why that's like that, to give the illusion that there was once a double track truss bridges here, or two single track truss bridges next to each other. Okay, I got my first span finished and in place. I weathered it a bit, the ties and stuff, just a little bit. I still have to do some fine adjustment on the abutments here, but it's looking good. Nice bridge. Still have to weather the abutments. Nothing's really in place yet. That was my torpedo level. Everything is test fit first. I still have to weather under there. Alrighty. There it is, my guardrails in there. That's just code 70 rail I glued in. Took a piece of code 70 flex track, took the ties out of it. And I gotta do that to all three of them. Get down close here. Not bad. Obviously this one I still have to put the guardrails in. This is going to be the second span. And then the third span. Anywho, I think I'm going to end it here because these take a long time to get into place. You got to do adjustments with them and everything. So on the next video, I'm going to put the next two in place. And then maybe we'll run a train over it.